Hello, guys and girls. It is Aaron Lee here, and I'm doing a YouTube video today. Another one, my second one of the day. Guardians of Middle Earth review by Pixel Legends. So I'll read it for you now. It was published of last year, December 13th, 2012, by Ethan. Remember that time in the Lord of the Rings? Remember that time in the Lord of the Rings when Gollum and Galadriel teamed up to fight Sauron and Gandalf. But Sauron kept hiding behind a tower like a little baby because Galadriel would fear him into the Witch King. Sounds like something out of a fan fiction. Nope. Nope. This experience is brought to you by the new downloadable title from Monolith Productions. Finally, gamers can take Lord of the Rings characters and pit them against each other in a multiplayer online battle arena, MOBA, on the Xbox 360 and PS3. The premise sounds silly, and there is nearly no response. There is nearly no reason for loader characters to be in the game. But the game itself is a bit of a surprise. There's a photo of the game right here. It says Galadriel can heal the team from anywhere on the map, and is one of the strongest support characters. With the brick ground and grass. You play as this Galadriel, the blonde elf from the Fellowship of the Ring. She's the narrator of the movie. She's the narrator of the movie. Lord of the Rings. It would have been easy for Monolith to simply make a quick cash in after getting the loader license. Instead, it's evident that a fair amount of work went into developing this game. For those who don't know, MOBA games, ALA, League of Legends, and Dota 2. Are 5 versus 5 games played in a 3-lane tower defense map. Each player chooses a unique champion and tries to push the opponent's main base in an attempt to destroy it. Guardians doesn't stray far from this formula, and instead of improving and innovating on the relatively new genre It makes a few chances to simplify it for a different consoles. As a longtime League of Legends and occasionally Dota 2 player, it is refreshing to enjoy a MOBA without worrying about an onslaught of mechanics. God is last hitting. Buying items in game with gold and unlocking character abilities. Instead, the game focuses on individual encounters with players, emphasizing how they utilize the abilities at their disposal. Fighters are still heavily in favor of the team who is a higher level, but at the end of the game, everyone is usually on an even playing field. It's a simpler experience that is more focused on combat. And for the most part, it's well executed, bringing a genre that was born from a Warcraft 3 mod to a console couldn't have been easy. The main camera is locked to the player's character, and the right analog stick is used to aim basic attacks and abilities. While basic attacks are intuitive, holding down the right trigger / shoulder button, trying to use an ability and aim at the same time is nearly impossible unless an enemy is right in front of a player. They will have to do a right-handed thumb and index finger yoga dance, trying to use the right analog stick and face buttons at the same time. There is an option to let the abilities be chosen beforehand and then activated with the right trigger, but it feels a little bit clunky. It still feels a little bit clunky. I wish this wasn't a big deal because the overall controls are intuitive, but chasing down a player while trying to aim a game-changing stun while fighting with the controls leads to lost games and frustration. And there's a picture with Sauron with a dark background. So, and the picture says, Sauron is the man in the books. But in game he could eat it from a hobbit. Besides, a player's level and skill capturing shines are a way to tip the game balance in the team's favor. Each shrine gives a unique bonus to any team that holds it, whether it's faster health, regen, or extra structure damage. Another way to give buffs to your team, is to kill special monsters in the middle of the map, aka the jungle. Jungle. While the in-game store is gone, a player can still customize their character's attributes via a relic and gem build, which is equipped beforehand and unlocks different powers as a player gains levels. It takes away the ability to react appropriately to the composition or the play style of the opponent's team. As such, winning a Guardians game is simplified down to its roots, and that works for players who are carving the particular Moab experience. Another feature not present in other Moabs is the ability to upgrade towers and the soldiers, aka creeps, barracks. This feature is not as robust as it could have been. Players are only allowed to upgrade towers at a certain level, and it feels more of a chore upgrade towers than fun once the appropriate level hits. Sorry about the background noise, guys and girls. There's a lot of cars around. The mail truck does get loud sometimes too. And there's a lot of cars driving by too. So there's a lot of noise in the background. Don't mind the background. See what I mean? It's loud. Until hitting level 12. 12. Which is 2 levels below the level cap of 14. Towers and barracks simply do more damage with every upgrade. At level 12, towers have the option of being upgraded for maximum damage or becoming healing towers that are useful if your team is doing well. Owning a lane. It is neat that they put this feature into the game, but why not have the option for a healing tower available at the very beginning of the match? That could add a whole new dynamic to the risk reward part of the laning phase. Instead of waiting until the time in the game when players run around in a group. On the presentation side, Guardians graphics are adequate for a downloadable game. For a downloadable game, it looks fine, and the art style is somewhat reminiscent of the Lord of the Rings movies. It's not movies, but it just isn't super impressive to look at. To be fair, Moab games are not made to marvel at the graphics. More visual polish wouldn't have hurt. Sound effects are sufficient and do a good job of alerting a player when a tower is targeting them. Voice acting also helps alert players to various events around them. Characters yell when their health is low, and when the enemy team reveals themselves from the bushes. While some characters sound fairly close to their on-screen counterparts, others are very obviously not close at all. I am looking at you, Legolas. And there's a picture right here of Gollum. And the picture says, choosing not to spend every last penny on Andy Serkis. That means we have to deal with a hand animated Gollum. Speaking of characters, there's a wide variety of people, creatures, and demigods from the Tolkien universe. Tolkien is the writer of the book of the Lord of the Rings book trilogy. Universe to choose to battle with. Each character falls into one of several combat roles. For example, Gollum is an assassin-like character called a striker. Sauron is part of the warrior class. It's part of the warrior class. The all-arounder. The Witch King is similar to a PvP support class known as a Guardian. And the Witch King is those riders that wear black robes. So necromancers are. No, it's not. I don't know. I forgot. The BV support class, known as a Guardian, is similar to a BV support class known as a Guardian, and there is a hobbit named Hierophants. Took part of a Tactian class whose speciality is setting traps and barriers to route or block or block in the other team. The developers reached deep into loader lore to find all of the characters they could. Yet non-canon characters had to be created to fill some roles, particularly on the evil side. But because the traditional storyline is thrown out the window, it is easy to forget that you are actually playing a Lord of the Rings game. Honestly, there is no reason for this game to be set in the Tolkien universe, other than marketing reasons. It is unclear how many people would give a console Moab a shot if they weren't enticed by Gandalf and friends on the cover. Hopefully, the people who did purchase the game without prior knowledge won't be driven off by the slow match making system and horrible disconnection issues. Finding a match takes anywhere from 1 to 10 minutes. 10 minutes, which might not be so bad if getting disconnected randomly from games was not an issue. The worst is when a teammate gets disconnected or rage quits. It's hard to tell, and you are left to slowly lose a game to an overpowered team. Monolith has already stated they are aware of the issue and will fix it with a patch. But the damage might have already been done to the relatively small player base. Guardians of Middle-earth. Middle-earth is a surprising title. Monolith could have made a quick cash in using the loader license. Just put out a Meteor game, but instead they made an enjoyable game with loader characters sprinkled in. It may be a game that no one really wanted to see happen, and didn't use the license to its fullest effect. How cool would battles have been if they were accompanied by Howard Shore's score? But nevertheless, it is a wonderfully fun and mostly well-designed Moab, a pure Moab experience on a console is a nice sheet that no developer has experimented with, and it succeeds in more ways than it fails. It fails. Here's hoping it's a success in terms of sales. The Xbox 360 version was used to review the game. Fun. 4 out of 5. Boils down the elements of a MOAB to its core and succeeds more than it fails. Style. 3 out of 5. Has decent art style and voice work going for it. But the music and graphics are just adequate. Not that good. There weren't the music and the graphics were not that great. Context. 2 out of 5. The context is bad in this game. The context is really bad in this game. The Lord of the Rings license isn't used very well in the game and barely warrants any attention to it. I saw this game before. I was doubting this game to buy it, so I didn't buy it. So I did not buy this game because I kind of didn't like it. It didn't look good to me. But not really into the online MOAB kind of games like that, though. So I don't know. I don't really like MOAB type games like that. Challenge. 4 out of 5. Many achievements, challenges, and characters to master. With more characters slated to come out down the road. About the author, Ethan, having long been an avid gamer, Ethan found his liking in the PC gaming market, while still occasionally dabbling in the medium that got him into gaming consoles. Usually, he finds time to play his Xbox 360, and occasionally will dust off his Wii for a bit to play with friends and family when he isn't found locked in his room playing shooters and strategy games. Follow him on Twitter at Ethan Hawks. And there's related posts to this comment. And there is no comments. Nobody commented any comments. Oh, well, looks like I was blocked on Facebook for 14 days. But I hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna do this Facebook thing later, boys and girls. I just wanted to share you this article, and I hope you liked it. I mean, it was pretty cool. I guess if you're really into those kind of games, and I hope you will buy them too, or buy the game. And I really am obsessed with this Pixel Legends website. I really liked it. I really enjoyed this website. So I'm going to try to give you all the articles on my YouTube channel that they have. But they're always making new ones too. So, I'll see you all later, guys and girls. Oh, and please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, view, opinions, and thoughts. I hope you like it and enjoy it for your viewing pleasure. Guys and girls, love you all. Love you all. It helps a ton to get add to favorites and hit the like button. Hit the like button, like Ghost Robo says. So now I'm kind of copied him. But you guys have ideas to make my own? I can't make my own intro voice. So whatever. You're all cool, dudes. See you in the next video. Bye.